All right, today we're going to dig into a topic that is literally changing the ground right under our feet. We're talking about hydro-excavation, and we're going to explore exactly why this method isn't just new, it's becoming absolutely essential for building anything in our modern world.
So let me just start by asking you a question. Think about the ground below any city street. It's not just dirt, right? It's a complete maze of pipes, cables, and utilities. You've got water mains, fiber optics, power lines, the whole shebang. So how on earth do you dig down there without causing a total disaster? I mean, it is a huge, huge challenge.
For the longest time, the answer was, well, you take a big backhoe and you just dig really carefully and kind of hope for the best. Yeah, not a great plan. That old way is risky, it's messy, and it's often super destructive. But today, there's a much, much smarter way to do it. It's called hydro-excavation. And believe me, it is a complete game changer.
So let's really get into what makes this such a modern and, frankly, better way to dig.
So what is this stuff exactly? Well, at its heart, the idea is actually pretty simple, but brilliant. You use a powerful jet of water to cut through and break up the soil. This turns all that dirt into a liquidy mix. They call it a slurry. And then a giant, powerful vacuum just sucks it all up into a tank. That's it. No big metal buckets, no spinning blades, just water and air.
Now, that might sound almost too simple, but the process is incredibly effective. So let's break down the magic behind how this whole thing actually works on a job site.
It really just comes down to these three simple steps. First, you've got an operator with a wand that shoots out pressurized water. Think of it like a water knife that just slices through the soil. Second, that water mixes with the dirt and creates that slurry we were talking about, making it super easy to move. And finally, the vacuum hose comes in and just sucks it all away. Clean, tidy, and amazingly safe.
Okay, so now we know what it is and how it works. But let's get to the most important part. Why is it so much better than just digging a hole with a shovel or a machine? Well, it turns out there are three huge, decisive advantages.
Yep, three. Three key things that make all the difference in the world on a modern work site.
Okay, number one, and this is the big one, it's non-destructive. A giant steel backhoe bucket can easily crush a pipe or slice right through a power line. It happens all the time. But high-pressure water? It just washes the soil away, leaving all that important stuff completely untouched. This is a massive deal for protecting everything from city water lines to the roots of an old tree.
And you can imagine, this has a huge impact in the real world. For work in our crowded cities, this kind of precision is perfect because it cuts way down on the risk of causing expensive damage and those awful project delays we all hate.
Advantage number two, it is incredibly precise. We're talking surgical accuracy here. An operator can dig a small, exact hole to expose one specific utility without disturbing anything else around it. That means less mess, a cleaner job site, and you're only moving the dirt that absolutely needs to be moved. Way better for the environment.
And the third big advantage, it's efficient. So it's safe, it's precise, but is it fast? You bet. Hydro-excavation can work in almost any kind of soil. Hard clay, loose sand, you name it. It even works in frozen ground where a backhoe would just struggle. It means less slow, manual digging by hand, so projects get done faster and with way fewer risks. And you know what that means? It saves a ton of time and money.
All right, so we've got this amazing tech that's safer, more precise, and more efficient. So the next logical question is, where are people actually using it?
Well, the applications are all over the place. It's used for something with a cool name, daylighting, which is really just a simple term for carefully exposing underground pipes to the daylight so you can see them. It's critical for pipeline repairs, for sewer work, and even for landscaping when you have to dig around delicate tree roots. Basically, if you need to dig and you absolutely positively cannot afford to break what's underground, this is the tool for the job.
So what's the big takeaway here? When you boil it all down, the real value of hydro-excavation comes down to three simple, powerful ideas.
It's safer. Safer for our critical infrastructure and for the workers on site. It's cleaner. Cleaner for the work site itself and for the environment. And it's faster, which saves everyone precious time and money on really important projects. It just is a smarter way to dig.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought to chew on. As our cities keep growing and that hidden world of pipes and cables beneath our feet gets even more complicated, is this kind of non-destructive digging even a choice anymore? Or is it becoming an absolute necessity? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.